doesn't work. Listen, here's my tourist card with my bionic identification. And this is the card from Martel's lab assistant with the encrypted code.
And now you need someone who can use these two cards to make a suitable card for you.
Exactly.
Perry, that's a criminal offense, even for the Regent of Terra.
Kari, we're talking about Mandra. If I can gain access to Martel, I might be able to find out who's behind all this.
Okay. There actually are a few cryptologists out there who might be able to help you. They're experts in codes and decryption. You'll find them everywhere.
And how will I recognize these subjects?
Most of them are Getazer Blues working here as guests. The best thing to do would be to tell them you're planning to assassinate the Regent. I'm sure they'll be more than happy to help you then.
How charming. That's a cheery prospect.
Well, buying them something to eat will probably be...
What?
The police are still trying to find out where our beloved Regent Rhodan disappeared to after the attack on the solar residence. The actual target of the attack is still being investigated. Resident spokespersons announced, however, that they are searching for a colonial Terran named Laszlo Daikanu in connection with the Regent's disappearance. It is not known whether he is being sought in connection with the abduction or the attack itself.
Okay, so why are you trying to confuse me?
Kari, the less you know, the safer it is for you. Trust me.
Well, fine. But isn't it about time for you to drop the disguise?
Quite the opposite. Things are beginning to get exciting.
More than 200,000 inquiring minds from all the star regions of the League visit the Waringer Academy annually to broaden their knowledge of the space shuttle drive systems, fusion plants, robotology, and particularly positronics research.
Hello, I'm looking for someone who can help me with a little card trick.
And I'm not in the mood for Terran entertainment right now, with or without a card trick.
Welcome. May I offer you something to eat now? How about a speciality from the refined cuisine of the Blues?
That's exactly what I need right now.
I'm glad to hear that.
Because that's actually Immortal's favorite dish. And he's the one you want to see.
Excuse me?
You should hurry if you still want to speak to him.
Wait a second, what did you say?
How about igloo soup with spiderweb balls for starters? Murtworms in Getazian cream sauce, or slugefrø in muchtnut afterwards. And for dessert, black porridge.
I should watch my waistline. I'll take a portion of Mortworms, though.
I see you're a gourmet. I'll be right back.
These Murtworms are pretty bizarre little animals. They have primitive psionic skills. They use these to disguise themselves as an intelligent species and try to prevent themselves from being eaten through talking and discussion.
Here you go. Enjoy.
Oh no, you giant Gamort, please don't eat us! We're just poor little worms! And we've never done anyone any harm, really! Aside from that, we're vegetarians!
Save your Terran redundancy for your regent. He might be gratified by your support. Well, you seem to have basic manners at least. Better than nothing. A code that can be easily decrypted. But you're surely aware that manipulations like that are not appreciated at the Academy.
Well, that was quick. Was that all?
What else do you want? Would you like me to boogie on down for you as well? Now get out of here! You've got what you wanted!
Thank you.
If you don't disappear immediately, I'll set the pink-spotted creature of insanity at your stubby neck!
The Waringer Academy is directed by Malcolm Scott Dalian. Since losing most of his body in a serious accident, he spends his days in a coffin-like regeneration tank.
And then I get the delivery.
He has, however,
and what's missing?
accepted
Of course,
his
the
fate with
conductor
true
clamps.
dignity
But I
and
saw
has
something like
dedicated
that
his
laying
life
around here
entirely
somewhere.
to the sciences.
I could ask Brendan if he's got another one. He's always got things like that lying around.
This is currently being worked on, but this barrier seems to have more of a symbolic function. This looks like a toolbox. It must belong to whoever's currently working on that.
Yet another new staff member, but at least your face looks familiar.
Laszlo Diakonu, scientific assistant to Malcolm Dalian, guest lecturer from Archon 2 on a scientific research mission for the government of the League of Free Terrans in the field of robotics and mobile android systems. Scan activated. Scan positive. Identifying Laszlo Diakonu.
As long as I don't know the numeric code, I won't be able to get in there. Looks like the entrance to the robotics lab ventilation shafts, but the shaft is much too narrow for a human to fit through. I'll have to find another way to get into the labs. Perhaps I can distract the porter somehow. There's a small data carrier lying here. Let's see what's on it. It looks like a diagram or a plan of something. Might be useful. I'll just save it quickly. Okay, that fits, but what exactly are these blueprints showing me? Is that the sewage system, or are those ventilation shafts? Okay, that might work if I can find something in the labs that would stir things up. Let's just hope that this ventilation system really does lead to the lab. Oh no. No optical positioning system, no room scanners. What kind of primitive model has Bully got here? How am I supposed to manage with that? If I'm not completely wrong, I'm directly above the explosives lab. It should be possible to cause a bit of a commotion in there somehow. Oh man, now why do they have to mess around with explosives in here? This just goes to show how dangerous that is. This camera looks as though it was damaged during the explosion. This is where the latest surveillance videos are stored. Let's see if I can find something that might be useful. Well, who would have guessed it? Jackpot. If I want to access Martel's office, I'll need his voice. Perhaps the surveillance videos will help me there. Looks like there's something here.
Guys, I'm really grateful to you. You've really done great work. The prototype of the strongest super drill has been completed, and even thanks to your efforts, just in time. I promise you we'll make history with this drill. At last, the galaxy will rediscover what Terran technology means and what it's capable of. A new era begins at 1500 today. But as you know, research and development is one thing. Actually performing a test run is another. Security measures will be given highest priority until we have received clearance from the government for the first on-terrain tests. That is, this hangar will be sealed, and until further notice, any access will require my approval. Non-compliance will be severely punished. Do we understand each other, guys?
Yes, boss.
Good. Initiate the final measures. From this evening onwards, this hangar is a restricted area.
Okay, boss. But What about maintenance?
We'll do without that until we've been given the go-ahead from the very top. That can't take very long, and the machine will last that long without polish.
Voice scan successful. 97% conformity.
Then 97% will have to do. As long as I don't know the numeric code, I won't be able to get in there. At last.